corner, seeing a man shooting in him, getting nothing but white hit markers, and crying.
Yeah.
But hey, that is the Blackbeard effect.
Attackers need to locate.
I don't like the Blackbeard
Effect at all. They're also then bringing Buck here on Wilkie and Caitlin Starry running IQ again. GiFu have always been that squad to run a slightly more unconventional lineup, but to be completely honest, this lineup is becoming less and less unconventional as each week goes on, as Buck now has a not completely useless shotgun.
I would say Buck is pretty far from useless these days.
Yeah, it's very nice. And well, Wilkie ditching his favorite man. Glaz. I forgot the name for a minute there, not gonna lie. Favorite man Glaz to bring that Buck to the table. Kate Mistari also bringing IQ, who for the longest time was considered great because she has good weapons anyway. And well, with the 3 speed that she brings to the table alongside Ash, they can use it on a map this size to take control of the entrances pretty damn quickly. Everyone there from GiFu all spawning down the back alley as SearchOrga still setting up their defenses downside. Bunch of different shotguns making a collection of holes on their way through first, so still got some decorating to do, while LMs is sitting on the cameras here and tracking movements of their position as they make their way in through the building. Maybe running an SMG on Frost, which is a terrific surprise.
Reload.
We've seen it definitely on Xbox, but
because we talked about before how many times the Xbox likes the slower fire rate weapon,
and that's a very easy weapon to use. Just kind of lacks that time to kill, so it's very surprising to see on PC.
I say right now, he's just watching for the drones that might come dropping in above him. But GiFu still droning the rest of the floors at the moment and cautiously heading into Bob for Bobs.
Some serious drywall coming up.
Rutex blows open the first trapdoor here above the server location. It's a trapdoor that not everyone reinforces. Some teams leave it completely open if they choose not to play someone in there at all. And well, right now, SearchOrga weren't actually playing anyone in there. They were playing it close to the door, but as soon as that trapdoor blew, they turned and ran.
Bomb located by attackers.
GiFu are playing very slow and cautious right now, using this Blackbeard to edge down through and peek in through a couple of holes with the safety of his shield to deal behind, and opening up a second angle while the rest of them hold control of servers. Just waiting for someone to step out of position. Eunice is there to back him up from behind. KTO is looking for any cameras that may be here waiting for them. What doesn't show up in that though is a frost trap. He comes straight on into it.
Now he's doing the stanky leg.
Doing the stanky leg while he waits for his team to revive him, which actually may take a little bit of time because they're in a precarious position. Thankfully for him though, that smoke came out prematurely from Panics and actually helped hide him as Eiger takes down Protex, and the smoke got Wilkie as he crawled straight into it to throw his own grenade in. GiFu now pinned out inside the server room with just KTO here. He's got the diffuser. Ash has come to join him, but Bouncy is still up the other end. He's been down and revived. Eunice will grab 1 kill and sprays behind the desk, but there's a C4 waiting for him again. Bouncy and enemy. Sorry, Bounty and Casey taking down very quick succession between Panic and enemy. Panic throws his C4 out and he's sitting there with the SMG-11 waiting for the next man to come in. Ready, done and dusted, and despite GiFu taking all that time to get in and find everyone's locations, good job from SearchOrga, staying patient, staying hidden, and picking their timing for attack perfectly.
Between the frost trap and that unlucky timing on the smoke, that really, I think, solidified it for GiFu, that they weren't getting too far to that point.
Yeah. Losing 2 people so quickly to that, I mean, Wilkie just going in for that 1 grenade.
Yeah, crouched while you're cooking a grenade is not the most ideal time.
I think he was prone too to make it worse.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah.
That's not an easy out.
No.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah. Round number 1 over to SearchOrga as they now begin their attack route. Attacking this same basement floor. Let's see how GiFu choose to set it up. Whether or not they're going to reinforce this door here above servers or whether they're going to play anyone in there at all. Right Now these two are a must-do, and they always do them. Wilkie has gone and done the reception and then the elevator. So a lot of teams in your range casual, your rank play neglect these two. It's very easy to backstab them in towards the vault and the B-bomb site because of it. But they are going to reinforce here onto servers. So we'll see whether that front end is abused or not. Something else that we don't see too often from many teams anywhere is use of the garage and that kind of push. We did see Sisu try a similar thing by using Blackbeard on the stairs to block the cross anyone coming across from B, but it can't help until the garage door actually gives a better coverage of that location.
It's a lot wider, so it gives you a lot more time to react as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a 1 or a 3-speed operator sprinting by, good chance you're not going to hit him through just a small doorway if you're not ready for it.
Eunice hiding up in the kitchen in the open office area. Sees a couple of people come in through that hole. He's now watching and waiting for him. They know he's around here, so they were droning and looking for him. Instead, he's gone for an even more aggressive position here, right next to this door. They don't drone completely properly. Might just be able to sneak around behind him again. Enemies out front droning downstairs. Here comes LMs.
Bomb has been located.
He's on back this time. That's going to have been heard. That drone's going to be heard too. Is Eunice confident enough to peek out into it? No, he's just waiting for that man to come around the corner on him.
He's in a very good position right now, and they clearly have no idea he's there.
LM's still droning. Meepy's off his drone now. Looking towards Tellers. Eunice is just waiting. We're going to keep an eye on him. On around. Meepy just gets down the stairwell before him. LMs was still to his left. He's gone down first. In fact, there's 3 of them at the bottom of these stairs. He comes straight down, finds one, and immediately gets taken out. Only doing damage on the one man. LMs is incredibly low.
I think he was just a little bit too late coming out of there.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Could have gone even worse for SearchOrga, having 3 people in that tiny little space, but he just couldn't quite make enough shots count. LMs though, does have to drop the diffuser to Meepy. Turns in and finds Bouncy. Meepy moves forward, will start trying to throw a grenade over, instead accidentally drops the diffuser afterwards. The grenade has downed Bouncy in the corridor. Get him up, Wilkie's there, Protect is now in the doorway. Next grenade's going to go through, but the smoke will miss, get shot. Meepy takes Bouncy down for good this time. Turns around to begin his plant. Wilkie throws a C4 over, sets it off, but it won't actually touch anyone. Meepy's incredibly low. The plant has gone down successfully. Now it's all on the Sisu guys to take it back. Protects are spraying the trapdoor above. Wilkie's going to push forward with his shotgun in hand. Destroyed the barbed wire with his own grenade, own C4. He knows Meepy's in the hallway now, but he knows LM's around to the right. Gets him because he was already low health. KT Mastari's grabbed a kill elsewhere. He's going to peek right around to the shotgun, but aim too high. KT Mastari 1v1 against Meepy now. Peeks on around. He also looks high, but the reload was still continuing. Meepy will fall, and the time is more than enough for KTO to take this down. Successful defuse, and Sisu will get themselves on the board.
Defender mission successful.
1 for 1, but it's not a pretty retake.
No, but it was I mean, it was a good retake nonetheless. I feel like they had a great push coming in, and picking up that grenade kill, that nice little fake defuse, fake defuse. That works, right? It is the diffuser. Thought I was backwards for a second.
Yeah.
But you know, the fake plant and then grenade kill made it pretty tough retake, especially missing that C4 from Pulse.
Yes. Yeah, that went way over the top. Couldn't stop the plant in time, and that would have been a very different round. But all the same, the result is there for Sisu. They grabbed a point. Now it is time for them to attack a bomb site that's a little bit above ground. So A and B is now Tellers and Archives here for SearchOrga. One of the least destructible bomb sites left once you get out of the basement here.
Right.
And the others are very vertically challenged. So we'll see how they choose to defend this. Tiger heading right out
10
front
seconds to
again.
insertion. 5 seconds left before
I hope not.
insertion.
I'm pretty sure this was banned.
Looks like what he's
Attackers
doing.
recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
get away with it this time around. They do spot him, start tagging him with bullets from the backside. Gets away safely.
You can stop worrying about grenades now. ADS deployed and ready to go.
Goes back in and continues the rest of the setup. Bouncy will head onto the roof. KTO, Starry and Eunice are already very aggressively in and around the skylight at the backside. If anyone chooses to hang around the top floor and come and flank their push to the bomb site, that's where they're going to come from. So Eunice and KTO have to make sure this area is clear first. Protex is droning just inside the main office, and Eunice is there to line up in case anyone can be seen through the wall. Corin heading safely in and making himself a crawl hold to go in and clear it out manually. And there we go, can now start working on the floor above B. So only got the one breach charge left, but it gives it the perfect spot behind this corner. It is very common when platoons don't want to sit, and it gives them a spray through in towards the back corner of A as well. So depending where it is they decide to actually go for, we'll see. C4 comes up from underneath him, trying to take him down, but he was long gone. It just gives him a bigger hole to look down through. KTO is up here for him as well, looking for gadgets down and through the floor. Might find a pulse if he's lucky, but not this time. Keep scanning, and there's now going to go and join the rest of his team for a little bit longer. Protax going to come upstairs and join them now that he's finished journeying, as Bouncy is pushing in the front entrance with that shield in hand. He's there with him, still got both his grenades, and he's heading upstairs again to join the rest of his team. Of course, this shotgun, now that it can be used to shoot down onto floors very successfully, is devastating when used that way. Here it comes. Start opening up different angles in towards this side, and everyone downstairs is going to have to start repositioning. There's not many spots for them to left to go in, but Protax is going to start opening up walls into A. Oh, you go, missing a lot of important shots now into Protax as he peeks his head out the doorway. Protax still is alive and begins to pre-fire into that spot. Everyone then locked in very small spaces here for the defending team. Still in the doorway. Shots off next to Protax's head. Neither of them getting close to each other really. Bouncy still trying to wait for someone to just step out of position. Eunice will be the first one to get it. It's enemy, and he doesn't see the prone Daiger coming out that doorway. Bouncy goes down, they lose their black bear, but they trade him back quickly and does a 3 for 3. Wilkie though comes in and grabs Panics as he trades out Protax. Will go down himself again though, but with 6 seconds on the clock, KTM Mastari is the last man standing. He's got to finish off this 1v1 and can't pull it out. Meepy with the final shot onto Eunice, downing him elsewhere as KTO is taken down here by LMs. Just hiding from the pistol and gets a kill with an on-scope at the end.
Gives a lot of time setting up for, which we've seen plenty of times in PC, a lot of using the clock all the way down to the last 30 seconds or so, and then making a really coordinated and well-executed push, but I feel like that was pretty sloppy on the way in.
I feel like they were relying on getting at least 1 or 2 kills
from
through the
top
floor.
Down, right.
Yeah. When that didn't happen, they were kind of lost for paths.
Attackers need to
Yeah, they were
locate
hoping
and
to
defuse
break
as many
up their
bombs as
defense
they can.
somewhere through the top, just to pick up that 1 kill up there. It's now weaker on this corner, just couldn't kind of lock it down.
What was really impressive though is the SearchOrga way of handling it. Being able to trade out every kill 1 for 1 like that takes a lot of very good communication from the team. In a space that small, to give proper information as to where the guy's coming from quickly enough that they can turn and actually trade it 1 for 1 is very, very tough, instead of that person just coming in and killing both of you quickly.
Right.
So
a lot of people want to tell a story about how and where they died.
Yes.
He is getting those quick,
5 seconds left before
but
insertion.
really precise callouts.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Time for the same bomb site setup out of Sisu. They knew that defending this from the top down required a lot of playing the floor above. They were expecting it from SearchOrga. They had players up there waiting for it, but they are not playing there themselves. We'll see whether or not that comes to fight them in the backside through that vertical play or not. KTM Mastari running himself a shotgun on Valkyrie. Eunice is not playing in the bomb site, but is down in the basement. Wilkie there with him in the vault. Fancy also on SMG, so it is just the one shotgun here. And they're all just sitting on those cameras waiting to see where SearchOrga are coming in from. They're going to start out by checking the skylights, same as Sisu did. Just grabbing the first kill, actually up onto that skylight from the stairwell. If Meepy was rappelling in, it's a slight mistake. You just handed the free kill on silver platter if he did. Wilkie still just sitting downstairs watching his cameras. It will give Eunice's backside some cover. She's comfortably sitting right here now and waiting. Looking for the push that she's expecting to come his way, and to be fair, I think we all expect to come his way. They need to clean him out. Me deciding to come in through the front lobby. Stands there safe now. Push on in towards the A site. Pre-charge goes right under the door and doesn't have to break the door itself open. Now it does. Vertex is in there on top of desks. I see there right behind the door will be droned out by him, but he feels safe to go through. So now Protect takes down the first kill on Panics as they try and push in through the archives location. Only enemy is pushing through tellers. Iger grabbing first kill for the attacking team, taking down KTM Stone. Now Protect is going to try and peek out, but the smoke comes out just in time to block it. An enemy gets flanked by Eunice from the stairs. LMs is the last man. He is a long way back, trying to pick up 4 people now.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect
easily
it.
taken down. LM sees a man, is looking to reposition for it. Now they're all lining up in this doorway, but he cannot touch any of them. The diffuser was down. All he had to do was stop the plant, but Protex will be there for the free diffuse when they finish him off at the top of the stairs. Defenders winning round number 4 gives Sisu a comfortable lead.
They let the plant go down fairly easily, but very solid defense from Sisu that round. Yeah. I mean, plant going down doesn't mean too much when it's 4v1.
It's a mistake that a lot of teams make across the board is get in, get plant, run away. No, get in, check the room safe, now plant, then you can get away with everyone alive, as opposed to just trying to sprint the plant down when you lose a gun while doing that and the rest of your team gets picked apart by the firepower the other opponents have.
Right, when there's still 4 or 5 defenders up doing the quick plant, not usually the best route. I mean, there's still a whole team to kill out there, which leaves you very exposed.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Into 2-2 we go. Back down into the basement for SearchOrga. Got very, very close last time they defended this site. Let's see if either team learned enough from the opposition's attack last time around to make the changes needed to actually break away here. So far, the theme of attacking win is at a 50-50 point here on PC.
Yep.
Heading up. 10 seconds remaining.
Exactly the same defensive setup then for SearchOrga. They ran everyone in the basement last time again as well. So they're going to leave everyone downstairs again.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
Attackers once again running that Blackbeard instead of any other shield. He didn't really make an impact at all in the last game. Trying to push down those main stairs and not really seeing or doing anything. See if we can make better use of this time around, maybe in the server room. But need to get in there a little bit quicker if they do.
Scanning for electronic devices.
See the desire to keep taking him though. I mean, he's just so strong when he does work. Once you see the couple bullets rattle off the top of it, you go, oh well, I should be dead, but he's dead now. I win.
KTO checking around for either Valcams or anything that might get in the way of stopping this plant going off. Not necessarily a pulse underneath. It's not a pulse, but it is a shotgun. Valkyrie sitting there.
Here we go.
Sure where he wants to go while that thermite gets blown open. Go. Hole is blown straight in. Kill off that Jaeger system, because why not? Check in again. There's a camera in the back corner now, next to
Attackers
server
recovered the
rack.
bomb diffuser.
Let's Checking for a frost trap down there this time. No, there we go, kills it. Elsewhere then, Bouncy is still droning, but is finally coming to join the rest of his team now here at this blown open trapdoor. Wilkie gonna drone inside the bomb, look for anyone that may be hiding in there, and 4 of these players are here. Yunus, the only man now pushing the main staircase.
Drone's up and running.
Making his way down slowly. Key is making sure this push from this end comes at the same time he pushes. So he can get prone and well covered thanks to his shield from here. Looking at the doorway, doesn't see LMs just around the corner. Will be able to give good cover as the next thermite charge actually goes off to the top floor. So they won't be able to blow this wall open now. They have blown the trapdoor above A, so should be able to get behind that desk normally. Flashbangs coming in towards the door. LM's is going to have to turn tail and run away from those. Bouncy going to go in, begin to pre-fire the right-hand side, but there's no one there. Panix is close, but he's not pre-speaking. He gets flashed by his own teammate and then gets C4'd. Panix with a pre-throw, very, very nicely done. Timed it straight after that flashbang went off. But Wilkie's been down, LM's has been down. Eunice's flank now is doing a lot of work here. Sisu starting to make their move. Well, enemy has been down as Eunice finally comes in, but Meepy is there waiting for him. Suddenly working out for the defenders. Panix come through the wall. Meepy and he tear down the Sisu push as they start coming to sprint inside that A room. But as soon as Eunice was dead, in they came.
Credit another frost trap in there as well.
He dropped through the trap door and there's another frost trap right underneath it. Not entirely sure what the plan was there from Sisu. Using both thermites.
Both thermites on drop downs.
On drop downs, yeah.
Right. It's and too many people stacked to try to come through that door now. That you know, down by the blue stairs and everything. If you can't open that wall with thermite, running, what do they have, 3 players there? Having 3 players push through that tiny door, you're asking for that C4 from both, so it's almost guaranteed. And you can't really provide accurate or like aggressive gunfire from all 3 teammates, so you have 1 or 2 useless guns coming in until people are well in the sight. It's, if you're not going to open that, I feel 1, maybe 2 players tops on that side, and the other player could have come from the garage, worked the drop down better, or maybe joined him on the stairs, somewhere else.
I feel if you're going to use both thermites there, you do it, you sit a player at each hole, or you sit a player at the hole above A.
Right.
To bait and make a nuisance, and maybe one in the doorway just to, again, bait and make a nuisance.
Right.
But then you actually push the vault side. Like, you just downed 2 people there. Then was killed off by Meepy as he tried to push in the last moment, but I think if they had killed Meepy off with a second man in or something,
right,
that was B completely open and under Sisu control.
Exactly.
And then anyone trying to rotate back from the other bomb site has to do so through that trapdoor view. And it would have been a very street B push, but yeah, using it on those trapdoors did not give them the mobility they needed, and they were just funneled into a kill fest.
Right, 3 people pushing through that back door with all the different angles that you can be C4'd from, that you can be shot through the walls from. It's just it's not asking to work out too well.
Eunice then once more roaming aggressively at the start of this round. Doesn't catch anyone right at the initial spawn doors. He's now being droned here while hiding in archives. Killed off a couple, but has to reposition again. Shots come rattling at him from kitchen. Starts to get tagged in a couple of spots, but can't really figure out where. It's coming through the wall from open office, so he hides again. Remember, all he's got to do here is waste their time. If he can get them down to a minute left without dying, then he has done a fantastic job already. If he takes some kills with him, that's going to be great. There's a man behind the desk, and he picks up 1. It is Panix.
Oh my god.
Just patiently waited. He knew the Panix was going to keep firing and firing. Just stay crouched, just stay crouched.
Right.
Panix stops. All right, this is my opportunity. Stand up, shoot. Panix hadn't crouched yet, so that's a free kill. Drone straight past him. Doesn't shoot it until the drone turns around, otherwise it would give his position away. But there's a man here in the lobby too. Wasn't ready for that one. Ash picks him up. Enemy does get that kill. They do use half the round on him though. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. And now it is time for SearchOrga to make a push downstairs. They do still have 2 thermite charges and 2 normal breach charges here on thermite 2, which is rare. They, however, are going to do 1 trapdoor up above the A site. And then head down the stairs. Get looking to lead the way, but he does have LMs here with him. He EMPs down the bottom to try and disable the heartbeat sensor. Wookie though going to peek around the corner, misses the important first shot. Does get the kill second time around though, and that is the Thermite down and a down on the LM's Thatcher.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
And now there are only 2 members of C-Corp left up to keep that push forward going. Wookie there will get downed while he's still on his heartbeat sensor. Enemy with another kill to his name. The only 2 for his team so far. But with 40 seconds on the clock, the smoke can come out from Bouncy and just hold them outside that doorway. Be looking to rotate around. Enemy waiting for him as they picked up the diffuser and are now heading towards the trapdoors instead.
A bomb has been located.
Looking down on the A side, he's got an eye through a couple of these holes, but Bouncy's playing deep enough back that that grenade wouldn't even touch him if it had gone off. Down they fall. Protex and KTO are there, ready and waiting to secure the round and level it out again. Sisu 3, C-Corp 3.
It's losing a minute and a half on the round and a player fighting the roamer is definitely not a great way to start your attack. And then of course Pulse wrapping it up on the stairs. His first peek missing, but not coming directly out like a lot of players want to do. You know, like, oh, I didn't get shot in the face, so I'll step right back out again, and most players do that directly into a fully automatic weapon and inevitably die. He waited that extra little bit of time to kind of be unpredictable as Pulse, let him burn a little bit more of the magazine, and then get him on the reload. And ends up taking both of them out on the stairs.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Oh. Back into Tellers and Archives we go. C-Corp did it first time around and Sisu got a plant down. But with 4 players left up, C-Corp could easily kill off the remaining defender and defuse the bomb. Sorry. Disable the diffuser. Never going to get used to that.
No, it's tough.
Been playing FPSs with bomb plants and defuse the bomb since I was 13.
Say plant and kill the plant.
Plant and disable.
10 seconds
Still not
left
going to work.
before
No. Look, they're planting a bomb to get rid of the bomb.
5
Okay.
seconds left.
Bouncy Joan here right at the front door is going to see enemy sitting here waiting. He's not going to peek out the spawn. Neither is Iger this time around.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
But they are there waiting and they know if they're going to push that way, there is a man there.
Deploying sensor.
They are, however, cautious. Spaz 12 is in Iger's hand now.
The Juan Dig.
One dig would be quite something, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. Enemy has been sprayed through the door as he cuts across the main entrance. He's now a little bit low health because of it. Bouncy keeping an eye there for his feet now, because they've still got the drone inside that will be telling him that he hasn't moved too far. Now he, however, has sprinted back to the objective. He's looking at the floor above him because, of course, last time around in the Sisu attack, they did a lot of damage to that floor here. Eunice and KT are going to go in and do it again in a moment by the looks of things. They'll also bring Wookie to the table to use his shotgun down and through the floor. But last time they got no kills when firing down at that angle. And that kind of made them a bit panicked when it came to pushing in later on.
Heartbeat sensor activated. Phone ready. Scanning for devices and charge ready. Brace for breach. Swapping mags. Stay clear of the blast. Phone ready. Target located. Second floor.
The spots coming out on the cameras. Eunice down to half health while trying to make holes in the floor. It was C4'd by LM's. Panic's also very, very low, but still has his own C4. Eunice making a couple more holes. Sees Meepy, but can't land the kill shot. Enemy now right underneath this next to hole. We'll see one man. The shots keep coming down, and well, the diffuser has been dropped, but it is just a manual drop. It's not Protex had it. He's been downed. He's out in the main entrance. I get.
Sensor deployed.
He's in a frost trap. Oh, that's awkward. Looking on the camera, check it's safe. He's going to come out and finish him off. There we go. Iger grabs the kill. But we traded out by Eunice, though. And at the same time, KTM and Starry's grabbed a kill from the top floor. So they are in a man advantage now on the attacking team. All this opening, a couple more frost traps being killed off here. There's a downed man inside on the defense too. Panic's finally got killed off by it being fired on from above. Just around this corner in the barbed wire will go one, but the shots are going to land anyway. Eunice gets the headshot and just gets down. Bouncy picking up the final kill of the round, and Sisu taking an attacking round.
And that's the round Sisu needs. An attacking win. They want to Raps have been a lot of defense exchange wins. And I feel like a lot of times that being able to pick up that one attacking round when that's the case is the key to winning. I mean, putting them on match point when both teams have been winning every defense round. Gives SearchOrga that one chance to win their attack round or give the map to Sisu.
So, on to the defense of the Tellers and Archives. Goes Sisu.
Attackers need
All
to
they gotta
locate
do
and
is
defuse the
lock
bomb.
this in, and map 1 is done and dusted. I promised myself I wasn't going to say that today, but that went out the window pretty early.
Done
on.
and dusted?
Yep.
You actually said that
Yep.
just
In the intro, I said that,
yeah.
yeah.
In the intro. Need some new closing out phrases.
Mm-hmm. So, this time around, Sisu on attack did destroy the floor above and do a lot of damage through it. The force traps right behind the front desk over a nice touch for the SearchOrga defense, but only grabbing the one man and losing Iger in return.
5 seconds left.
Not so ideal, as they still went on to lose the round despite the fact that it was
Attackers
Thermite
recovered
that
the
died.
diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yunus not being quite so aggressive with his window peaks on the spawn this time around, but he is still close. So the people got to be careful
Camera feed up and running.
as they wait for
Camera in position.
the push to come in. He is there with his eyes on the doors, looking for them, looking for someone.
Wall reinforced! Drones ready.
Spinning up.
They are all going way up and above him there. We'll keep watching the cameras around the rest of the map, keeping an idea of where it's coming. KTO is still making a couple of crawl holes and kill holes through between the bomb sites while they wait for this eventually to show up. SearchOrga getting in a little bit quicker on this floor this time around. They also have a sledge who can now beat holes in the floors. If they
Attackers have
choose to do
located
so,
a bomb.
and LM's actually using with the front on assault. He of course has that shield in front of his gun, which will make it a bit easier, as the drones are causing a nuisance within the site. Iger firing in through 1 and 2. Bouncy Zeros himself is taken out by LMs, but not before Yunus can take down Iger. Yunus in that kitchen area did get the flank on and survive it. Now enemy is unsure exactly where it is he came from. He's checking down the stairs below, looking for all these different openings, and well, they're still not sure, and Yunus could re-peek there and would actually get enemy, who is in a very similar spot to where Iger is, or was. Got to be cautious watching that left side. LM's now droning for himself on the inside. Panics is still upstairs. Meepy has finally gone down, and he's got the diffuser, so he's going to be the man to try and go inside and plant it. Gets through the barbed wire with ease, but the shots are starting to tag him. Backs away from the desk and starts the plant to go down. Yunus comes around, does take down enemy. Now LM's is inside and looking through one hole, but the plant is going to be completed.
Attackers are activating the
But he
bomb.
runs straight back outside into Yunus again. Protex will grab Meepy. Panics is the last man standing, just like before. Yes, you get the plant down with 4 members left on up. You're going to have a tough time defending it. Oh, yeah, he gets 2.
Are
One's
we
already
now?
down. And he gets Wilkie
Oh
as well.
my
Panics with a 4K.
Panics, hole.
Enemy straight up thinks it's over. Enemy's gone.
I think everyone straight up thought it was over.
We do obviously have to pause and remake it to get Emily back in, but what a round in Panics. We saw him do it in the
Wow.
past, right? He was the first player at IAM to do that kind of play. We hadn't seen it from him for a long time.
Yep.
He played Oregon. The guys were not having a good start. It was a rough round or two for Era. Iger goes out in the master bedroom upstairs, picks up a 4K on smoke, and dominates the round.
Right.
He then went a bit quiet, went passive for a while, and just did what he needed to do and did his own thing, and was good for the team. But here once again, steps it up, picking up a 4K to seal the deal, stop the defuse, and it all started with an Assassin's Creed play.
Yep.
Attackers need to locate and
I think
defuse
they
as
could
many
probably
bombs as they
update
can.
their. We could probably probably put him as their impact player now.
Yep,
Maybe
there's
instead
definitely
of Junis
definitely an
for Seacorg.
impact player point there for Seacorg. So we're going to run to a short 3-minute break while we rehost this lobby and get these players back in, because I'm pretty sure that was not an intentional leave front enemy. He's just an unlucky timing there as he disconnected. But we will get him back in. We will play it out now from overtime, as it is 4 rounds to 4, thanks to Seacorg picking up and Panic clutching that final round.
Yep.
We will be back in just a moment's time with the culmination of map number 1 between Seacorg and Sisu.
My God, that's Jason Bourne.
Why would he come back now?
I know who I am. I remember everything.
Remembering everything doesn't mean you know everything.
Tell me.
The world is at war. We need the perfect weapon.
Rated PG-13.
Welcome to the break screen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here about to wrap up map number 1 between Sisu and Seacorg. It is currently 4 rounds to 4. They're going to kick off overtime any minute now. And, well, it's all because of Panics.
I was getting so ready to just start commending Junis for his super patient, great, well-executed flank that picked him up 3 kills and more or less completely solidified the round for them, until Panics walked in and just shot them all in the face and diffused.
Downs one player after the plant and then runs upstairs for safety. Then decides, oh crap, I'm the last man left. They're going to defuse. jumps off the balcony, lands on Eunice's head, and drops a bullet in it.
Right, and happens to catch
Spins
all
around,
4 remaining
yeah,
defenders.
to LMs,
Yeah.
who is there in the doorway trying to fire at him. Again, one pops him in the head. Well, not quite in the head, but it downs him very
Right.
quickly as well. Jumps through the window, makes Wilkie come off the plant, and in the confusion of Wilkie coming off the diffuser, can't line up a shot of his own, and Panics puts one straight through him and downs him. 4 very quick kills in very short space of time, which secures the 4th round, and then the overtime then for SearchOrga. And well,
Didn't even know
hopes
what
and dreams
happened.
are still alive.
Yeah.
The decision making and speed in which it takes to just do that so quickly and smoothly, especially when jumping from the floor above.
Yeah.
Like if you're coming in from the same level and just running at 4 people, yeah, okay, pick target,
Right,
target.
but to jump
something.
down-
But to jump down, more or less 180 as he went down.
To squelch the oh crap factor of there's 4 defenders in my face right now at this exact moment.
Yeah.
And to just kaplow, plow, plow, plow.
Yeah.
To me, that was
Just another casual walk in the park for Panics.
Panics. You win the internet for today. I don't know if we're gonna top that one for the night.
So everyone is ready and everyone's back in, and in we go to overtime then of Bank between SearchOrga and Sisu. Winner of this map, of course, will not really be done with anything, but they will be 1 map up in this best of 2 series and be 1 step closer to that 3 points, which is ultimately what they are both looking for here in this game. But SearchOrga's hopes for that are still alive. They were staring down the battle for a 1-point best case scenario. But now they're a little bit closer to getting themselves all 3 if they can continue this roll. The rest of them got to step it up a little way though. They are of course attacking the lock and CCTV room first, which both of the teams are getting better at with each attempt, but it has still been defender centric. But they will also, so long as they do not win this attack round, which let's go on the history and say they won't, it's going to be a defense win. They're then going to have to attack that top floor bomb site again. And you can't expect Panics to do the same thing again.
No, I would not make your leading plays based on. I think Panic should be able to sit back and maybe pick up a kill, be good, but rest
What
of the
they
team.
need to do is secure themselves a Eunice kill.
Right.
And not let him backstab 3 players.
Exactly.
Next time they attack that bomb site. So let's see if they can pull that off or not. Well, we'll begin with the setup of basement defenses.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insert.
Sisu. Same reinforcements on all these trapdoors as they did previously. Eunice once again playing upstairs aggressively. Not going to peek straight out in towards the spawn yet, but still got to be cautious and watch for him. Pushing the front door instead. Enemy previously has been the sole man to come in this direction for SearchOrga, and while he's done a bit of work in killing Eunice while they hunted him out of the rest of the map while here, he's got to be careful he doesn't get picked off in his own, and well, this time around he's choosing to go a slightly different route instead of through the front door, and Eunice of course is not aware of this.
Loading mag.
Enemy running back and forth across the front of the building. Will now go onto his own drone, which is in the open office area, which is where they expect Eunice to be, and he normally is. Now though he's just around the corner to the drone's right, and the enemy does not go far enough. He's on the stairs. Is he going to find him?
Now we should be soon.
See him there. Now he sees him. There we go. Definitely got him now. So Eunice immediately has to reposition and rethink his location. He's going to go upstairs. Does he get away with it without enemy getting in behind him to see? Drone does come in. Let's see Eunice go up. It doesn't look like it.
Not, definitely not.
But he is confident now that the front lobby is a little bit safer, and we'll head down towards the garage instead. Eunice, though, has only been caught by that drone, so the rest of the team will have been told that he is out and about somewhere, but SearchOrga has still got to find him, and they don't seem to be so keen on doing so right now. Most of their players are pushing the rest of the objective. Enemy's got in towards the backside. He's checking now here if he's clear. Eunice is about to come down right on top of Panic's head. There's no other drones nearby. He's going to look at the top of the stairs and see that it is open. Panic's drone is literally right next to it, but looking the wrong way. Actually, I think it was set up to look at the door, but we'll see. No one on it right now. Enemy heading towards the main stairwell, but he's going to find KTO Mysterio before he sees anyone else. KTO fires a couple of shots off, but misses, but gives his position away because of it. Now Eunice is going to come down. The trapdoor has been blown open. Protex picked up the first kill on Iger. Here comes Eunice now as he's trying to make his push. Drone is there waiting for him. In the stairs he comes. He does down LMs, but is downed himself for his trouble. Now Protex inside the bomb site has KTO with him. 2 down members of LMs are outside. Sorry, of Sisu are outside. Wookie, they're finished off. KTO is on the diffuser. He's also got Smoke here with him. They both started off and they're looking around the corner with the shotgun. KTO grabs one. Bouncy smokes out LMs, but the grenade will come in and down both men on the diffuser as Panix is still in there. The spray's coming across. Panix will go down himself now. Enemy's the last man standing. He's going to come around behind, but there's only one person left alive for the defending team, and it's Protex. He's on the diffuser. Enemy sprays on the Bouncy and thinks he's got the right man. He hasn't. Protex is still holding it. Enemy's coming in. He's spraying Cho around the corner, but the barbed wire's in his way.
Barbed wire is the winner of the round.
God, can't land the right man.
He could have hit him through the wall still, too. He just... Oh.
Yep, if he hadn't gone to the doorway, he just sprayed through the same wall he'd killed Bouncy through.
Right.
He would have hit Protex.
Such a small measurement to the left.
In some ways, testament to the defenses that Sisu had set up, because they've made that hole so high in the wall.
Right.
Because all they needed it for was to throw C4s and throw smoke grenades.
Right.
So they didn't need to see through it. It's a tiny doorway, and even if they blow the wall open, it's the same spot. So they don't need to see through it. And because they couldn't see through it, neither could the attacking
team,
enemy. An enemy, therefore, did not know who he'd shot, what he was looking at. Just had to go off the kill feed and thought he got the right man.
Seen a couple creative holes that give benefit to the defenders without giving benefit to the attackers, and of course, you know, the first one that I'd ever picked up was using those hallways and making the floor level ones, so you can see their feet and spray them through the wall, but they can't come in and see you.
Unless they want to prone in.
Right, which is just goofy. Yeah, now you're just shooting them in the face instead of the feet.
Yeah, so that was nice, but this
is the total opposite, giving those high ones so you can get throwable items through.
Couldn't be seen back through it. So.
Right, perfect.
Very nicely done indeed, Sisu. But sticking with the trend. Sorry, Seacorg got corrupted around. What did I miss? Did Protex come off the diffuser? Have we just completely gone hype for the wrong reason? Seacorg got the round. We just completely missed the fact that he didn't get the diffuser.
Nothing? Wait.
He must have come off and not got the diffuse in time or something?
Chat?
I mean, I'm sure chat will correct us the minute they see it in their 4-minute delay. But hey, alright, never mind then. Seacorg successfully winning an attack round, attacking that basement.
What an awful defense setup. Jeez.
Yeah, it was really bad. He clearly needed to be able to see through himself. Yeah. That hole was way too high in the wall. Jesus Christ.
I have no idea what just happened now. He must have come off. And
yeah, he must have come off when Bouncy was killed, thinking he had to stop and shoot enemy.
Right.
Then when he went back on it, he didn't have the time, and yeah. Alright. 7-second timer, catching him off guard.
Okay then.
Alright, well, point still stands. Iger and Seacorg are a squad with a point lead. It is now on Sisu to successfully attack and get themselves a point back in the bag if they want to take anything away from this game. Bouncy then heading down towards the server staircase, starts to crack open the door as the drone will lead in for him.
A bomb has been located.
Starts to check around. There were a couple of players in here originally, but they have been droned out. There isn't Frost. Oh, actually, there might be a Frost trap this time next to his feet.
Drone's ready.
He hasn't checked it as far as we can tell. The drones may have given info instead, though. Sees the hole into the red corridor, as is expected. Flashbangs coming in from IQ. But everyone on Seacorg just staying down until they hear this wall get open, until they start hearing movement coming in, and then once more we'll have the C4 flying over Iger's head, flying out from Panix, landing in the doorway. We'll start to go for it. Here we go. The smoke's coming out originally. There's only 50 seconds on the clock, so that's the first smoke, which will last for 10 of those 50. 30 seconds total if they keep these smokes coming. Eunice is trying to flank from the garage. He's taking a bit of damage, but is ultimately doing his job and keeping people occupied. Here's the C4 coming out, not doing too much to the attackers right now, so Iger being a bit too keen with his C4. prone around to come out from behind the bomb and look to make sure the plant is not going down, but with that smoke coming out, it won't. There's Eiger getting the first kill onto Protex, and that's the diffuser down, and then Meepy picks up and gets Eunice from behind. KTO's incredibly low, Meepy grabbing Wilkie as well. Bouncy's very, very low with KTO. Bouncy, in fact, has been downed. KTO is here as the last man standing, has to find 4 players. He's going to go and try and grab Bouncy, but does get the kill on enemies. He tries to flank, can't turn around at the same time though, and LMs secures the final kill to give the first map to SearchOrga. Panic's clutch looks even better now.
Yes, it does.
Allowing that first map to go over to his team. So, of course, this not being a true overtime, we need another quick rehost. So, SearchOrga taking map number 1. Map number 2 is going to be Oregon. It's going to be the pick of SearchOrga.
Yep.
And we will be back in just a moment once we've got that lobby set up and the players re-invited and go back in to get a go with map number 2. Of course, SearchOrga, if they win it, will take home all 3 points. Sisu need to win this next map then to bring 1 point to the table. Sisu have been a squad that have always had some interesting strategies for defending this map, but it's strategies that we've started to see teams figure out how to counter. So we'll see whether SearchOrga have any of those plans in mind. We'll see you in just a moment with this next game.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
So, I mean, never mind. That's
there it is.
replays.
This is what I want to see. I
we'll
want to see the replays.
Instead. We don't need a break if we've got replays. That makes more sense to me.
I want to see the replays, and I want to see that diffuse again, or lack thereof.
We'll let it go through in a moment. So, a couple of clutch moments from both squads, to be fair, on the both sides in their previous rounds, with it being the attacks and defense so incredibly strong and powerful.
Again, that pulse play just dragging out a couple more bullets before he peaks instead of doing that twitch re-peak everybody wants to do instinctively.
With his big flank, Eunice doing the same as well. This shot here under Meepy, the headshot just saving him from finishing it up, and Bouncy trading it out to give his team the round. And then now, this was one of the successful rounds here. In fact, the round for Panics.
Yep.
Here he comes. He's already got 1 man down,
Jumps
leaps
up
on
top.
down, lands right next to Eunice, flicks the head. Downs Protex. KTO is already down in the back of the site, and Wilkie in the mid diffuse here realizes he has to come off and deal with it. Doesn't have the time to get his gun up. And Panix is there and ready to finish him off.
What a play by Panix.
So, as the rounds continue on, here is the round that we screwed up horrendously.
Very horrendously. I'm so confused. So Bouncy's on it.
Bouncy and KTO are downed on the diffuser by that grenade. Protex is the last man standing with about 20 seconds to deal with it. Hits around the corner to shoot onto Panix, kills Panix out, and then turns around. We're not going to see the end. Rip.
We'll never know.
Well, we can only shoot. He turned around to start planting it. The shots came through. They killed Bouncy, and in the shots coming through, he panicked and came off, and then didn't have the time to go back on again. We will watch the VOD again and double check it, but the bottom line is SearchOrga still won. We are going to run to a short commercial break while the players continue to shuffle on into this lobby. We'll be back in just a moment with Oregon between Sisu and SearchOrga.
My God, that's Jason Bourne.
Why would he come back now?
I know who I am. I remember everything.
Remembering everything doesn't mean you know everything.
Tell me.
The world is at war. We need the perfect weapon.
Rated PG-13.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oregon versus Sisu. That's gonna work.
Oregon versus Sisu on the map.
Oh, it's gonna
SearchOrga.
be a long night.
Sorry, we're still trying to process completely missing that round we messed up. And we do apologize for that one, guys. That was our bad.
Real bad. But Sisu versus SearchOrga on Oregon is underway. Here it is. So, guys, we mentioned before how we're starting to see some different strategies coming out on this map and how teams were running the basement and running multiple roamers or running different ideas to try and defend it. Instead, SearchOrga are kicking us off with a very different defense. Running the tower. I broke a punji stick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Huh?
Yeah, this.
All right, SearchOrga. Let's see what you got then.
You look at it, and in theory, yeah, okay, it's a tiny bomb site. They're really close. It should be easy, but it suffers from the border problem.
Right.
In the sense that there are so many ways for the attackers to get in and get near this bomb site where you cannot do anything about it as a defender because they're outside and you can't go there.
If the attackers just take a sledge and open every single window on there, it is extremely difficult for the defenders to predict where or sit anywhere or do anything other than
5 seconds.
Hopefully play the bottom floor and maybe run outside. Getting out those different windows where they can...
Yeah, I hope you want a man here in the attic and you maybe want a man over here by armory these two windows. Hopefully get anyone that's on this side of the building, but all you have to do is avoid this side of the building. Maybe someone on this side of the tower.
A runner in 2 seconds could definitely get out to see that north side of the tower.
Someone come out this door and just grab this side and jump.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. SearchOrga clearly got something in mind. Two-ever camera right at the top. We got BP then with an SMG again at the top of the attic, making a kill hold down into the stairs.
And
behind.
a lot of this could actually come down to the introduction of Valkyrie. I feel before you're very blind as a defender in that tower, and that makes it even more difficult. You really don't know where the attackers are. But a couple well-placed cameras outside to give them the same intel the attackers will have on them.
True.
Valkyrie could make this a much more playable bomb site.
So LM's is at the top of the tower right now, checking all these cameras. Enemy is one of our slight roamers here, running around in the meeting hall now, keeping an eye on things. Panic's another one in there with him, using that pocket sniper rifle to keep an eye on the windows at distance. Enemy though, you're about to get thermited.
A bomb has been located.
Going up, there we go, to his right. He's got this trapdoor down into the basement right next to him now. Can use it to duck away.
Sensor deployed.
Keeping an eye on it. Going away there. Some more drones are coming in. Wilkie is now close by. Gonna peek into the meeting hall, and smoke is in Panic's hand, giving a free kill up. But enemy gonna push forward and try and find Wilkie. But the door's being reinforced by him, and he can't get out there to trade him. It's a quick free kill for Sisu, and I can't help but feel that's already this round going the way I kind of felt it was. Yet to see anyone with any kind of strategy on this tower that looks convincing, especially with the introduction here of Blackbeard. And there we go, diffuser going down right inside A, and there was nothing they could do about it. Now what does he do? Look at this spot, this is real good for me. And well, KG Mastari takes down Iger as he tries to sprint out the doorway already. Wilkie is now looking to come in. LN does come outside, but shocker, he gets detected and downed. Bouncy looking for the next man, but enemy gets out successfully as she takes him out. It's only Meepy left on defense. Wilkie still outside in the spot. Protect inside, going to peek around on the right-hand side, and there we go. He's done.
Have been eliminated.
Well,
yes, they came outside, but every time you do, it's very easy for them to trade back because shocker, they get a big red thing above their head. It doesn't take any good communication, and thanks to the fact that Wookiee got that quick, easy kill on Panics, the trades were always going to go in Sisu's favor.
right. It's nice to see a new thing, but that wasn't it still.
No. It's a nice attempt, but at no point did I ever see it really succeeding. Sisu defense then, this is becoming more and more common. Not doing that basement first, heading up to the kids' dorm and the dorm's main hall to get things underway. It was the common second bomb site, but it's argued by a lot of players to be the favorable one now. And well, you go there first, you get yourself a nice win under the belt, get an early lead going. And then you're comfortable, especially now you've got that first attack round here from Sisu. Just play the rest of the map out as this, take this bomb site, take the basement bomb site, just keep trading round for round if you have to, and you will eventually be the victor.
Right.
So common setup is one man here in Armory, one man here in the master bedroom / the attic, one man in A, one man in B, and then this Eunice player right at the top of the stairs, or perhaps in this room, but we'll see what they choose to do it. I suspect Eunice is going to be elsewhere around the map because that's just his thing.
I feel like the reason this one's become such a favored spot for defenders is it's very similar to pushing the basement in Clubhouse, where for an attacking team to get it successfully because of how separated the attacking team is from each other when pushing it, it comes down to very impeccable timing on the push. And without it, the defenders can easily cut them apart one at a time.
So Eunice gets up into the attic. A little bit of lag, and dear lord, that is hard to see. I missed my 25 brightness.
Yeah. It really does work.
The other people are like, why is your game so dark? And then that happens. I'm like, so I can look out like this.
I want to see the world in a normal way.
So Eunice hides behind these sandbags as the wall gets blown open, picks up as soon as he hears the drone, is going to push forward, he's on the wrong side, but it gives just enough time for Eiger to bring in the pre-fire, and Eiger does get the kill onto Eunice. Takes a bit of damage though from the next man as he begins to push through the attic, but Protex can't do what is needed, and Eiger is still standing. A couple more windows now being opened up. LM's looking through one here as Blackbeard. Starting to feel a little bit claustrophobic as he's getting surrounded from all angles here. KTO was elsewhere, is now coming back up to his team. He's got that shotgun in hand, he's checking all his cameras. Grenades coming in through these open windows are taking out a lot of the cover that Bouncy would have in this room.
Leaving Teddy alone.
Slowly but surely. SearchOrga chinking away in the defense here. Protex right on top of KTO, begins to peek through the hole though, will gab LMs. The Blackbeard coming inside, which again is something I don't understand.
No. The first person inside should not be Blackbeard, ever.
Strength is from picking windows. Eiger though takes Protex down very low, but once again cannot trade him out. Bouncy will find panics as he repels up to one of these bedroom windows. In fact, that might be through the floor looking at that. Fell off. Next man comes in through the bed. A lot of damage is there, but VP's turn to force to Bouncy, and that gives KTO a free peek. Stands up, shuts him down. SearchOrga coming in, but they're coming in so sporadically that they're just giving away free kills.
Right.
Enemy looking to continue pushing forward here with Eiger in tow, but he's running really low on ammo and still pushing W while he does it. They got 40 seconds, which is not as long as as short as he makes it feel. Gets on in. The rest of Sisu down the other end, holding on tight. Comes around the corner, peeks straight into a shotgun, and Bouncy grabs enemy from range. Despite that smoke grenade in the door, he can pre-fire through it. And the round is secured for Sisu.
And again, case in point, other than, I obviously agree, I think the Blackbeard pushing in was a huge mistake, but their positioning was great. They had all the spots they should have as the attacking team. I think Blackbeard should be on that big window that Blackbeard is always on. He gets to watch the whole cross, he gets to watch any rotations of defenders, anything. But their placement was great, their timing was not there at all. It was totally non-existent. Blackbeard going in first.
Blackbeard went in first. Not only was it weird for Blackbeard to go in, he was solo.
Right.
Free kill. Then you had...
I believe it was Sledge, I think, went in?
No, I think the next one was IQ. Went in and got slaughtered by Bouncy. And then, yes, Sledge tried to go in through that big window, which, shocker, if you had a Blackbeard behind it, he would have been at least traded.
Right, exactly.
But he tries to go in solo and get shut down with ease.
Yep.
No, just doesn't feel like SearchOrga can practice this at all.
Right. And it definitely is, again, just certain maps can totally be pushed at a slightly off pace by the attacking team and still be taken, but there's other positions where if you don't have that timing, the push becomes so useless so quickly. And I think that's what makes this such a desirable defending spot now. Once defenders learned all the spots to cover and where attackers had to come in from, it became very much in the attackers to have a flawlessly timed push in.
5 seconds remaining.
Quickly open a couple of windows. doing it.
Attackers have recovered their
And then
diffuser.
being at
Attackers
the
are
bottom
moving out to locate a bomb
means he
and
can just one-punch these windows open, and it's surprisingly quiet when there's no glass to break.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the time to do this one as well, but yes, one punchable now. All three of those windows give him a good quick flank down into the garage if he wants to, and a way out from the kid's bedroom to catch anyone that might repair on the other side. KTO Mustari running out with his IQ sensor outside, because why the hell not?
attackers have dropped the
Might
bomb
accidentally
diffuser.
catch a camera and can give a good report of anything that's inside. In case they weren't aware, there is a bomb in there. He's found that. Bomb has been
Bomb
detected.
located by attackers.
And here is.
But no one listens to IQ when she says bombs detected.
No. Tell her, shut up, we're trying to hear.
Yeah, well, let me know when you actually see it, not through your little iPad. It's the funniest audio cue in this entire game.
Especially when you look at it through like an open window, like if she could stand where Bounty is now, look through the gadget, she'd still yell like bomb detected. It's like, no
Right.
shit, Sherlock.
But it's, I think the fact that if the team doesn't actually detect the bombs in the beginning, like you haven't got the plus 50 points for detecting one of the bombs, and IQ discovers one, she'll yell bomb detected and everything to the team, but it doesn't become discovered.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the rest of the team, the rest of the operators are kind of like, IQ, pipe down, please. We're trying to find the bombs here.
Yeah.
Stop yelling.
Well, as it is though, he's hanging upside down on this A window, checking for frost traps, clearing out the floor underneath while Bouncy is still there, watching the cross and watching the holes in towards B. Anyone that may be hiding behind them. This is a more coordinated push already here from Sisu, and inside there's a bit of panic setting in for SearchOrga. Enemy in the attic tower looking for people. They're out there, no one there. Eiger has dropped down and come back underneath, and now might be able to catch them by surprise here. Wookie is just coming through this window, is heading up the stairs and has this big hammer out. Down he goes.
At least he
Eiger
looked
with
really
one
tough
down.
going down.
Drop the diffuser.
Did. Panics also grabs Bouncy here. An enemy picks up from the attic to take down Eunice. Now Meepy downstairs here as well. We will look for the last two. Protex and KTO were both outside A. KTO now looking at the attic window. But enemy staying very well hidden down underneath now. He doesn't need to peek up for much longer. It does go up now. They're trading a lot of shots back and forth, but KTO wins with a single HP remaining. Eiger's behind him. He's got the shotgun. It doesn't matter at that range with this low HP. One damage is all it takes. Eiger turns tail and runs back across the window. He's scared of Protex coming up, but Protex come inside. He's down the barbed wire, so they know it. KTO needs to stay well away from that smoke. Protex pushing in, looking one in the mid bedroom. Can't find it. KTO 1 HP. And a dream. Has 4 people to find. Sees LMs. Dodges all the bullets. Gets a quick headshot, but Eiger will peek out and finish them off at the same time. And round number 3 does finally go to SearchOrga as they are on the board. Ultimately, just a little bit too slow on Sisu's part. SearchOrga got bored and went, well, we know where all of you are and we're bored, so we're coming out.
Too
and they
slow
picked up
and
quick kills.
Right, and couldn't take care of Pulse, which really negates Blackbeard's wonderful window there when Pulse is still able to roll in the small tower.
Yeah. And then we go to round number 4. Defense again for Sisu, and this time they are running to the basement, of course, having successfully done the top floor already. This is their next go-to spot. A couple of standard reinforcements going through. Not going to do that sidewall.
I've started to feel that because it was discovered that when you plant thermite strip right along the wall, it opens the very bottom of it. It's almost more beneficial to just let them have it.
Well, that's why you'll often see teams reinforce the trapdoor, ignore the wall right next to the trapdoor, and just reinforce the side to the left of it. Because
That one, right.
yeah, looking through that wall, if you breach it open, does give another nice angle in towards like this
The
little
laundry, yeah.
corner here. But it doesn't get destroyed by putting the thermite charge right next to it.
So that one I can
forces
definitely
the
understand.
second one, yeah.
But because I feel
But I agree
that
with
gave
leaving the one right next to the trapdoor undone.
right, because it almost
changes
protects
nothing.
their head,
Yeah,
more or less.
yeah,
Like
exactly. It gives them a
gives
better angle.
Yeah.
And you can't shoot back so well.
Right.
So, Panics and Meepy already in and around the garage very quickly. KTO at the bottom of the stairs, but Eunice, surprise, surprise, is lurking about. He's up on the back stairs now, watching from here. Protex is checking on the cameras at all the drones coming down.
Device is going dark.
Pixel perfect pick in a spot for that barbed wire. Eunice now starting to make his move as once again SearchOrga got all inside very, very quickly. Lines up perfectly for the doorway. Nash just runs straight across the gap, looking for that person that will head on in and peek left and right as the trap door is blown open. Sees a couple more heads run through. 4 people around that corner to the right hand side. It looks so juicy on our silhouette view. They don't know he's here. Everyone then for Sisu in more or less a straight line downstairs as well, covering their 2 different directions. Ash was prone right outside that door, and you just see the man there in the stairwell. Can't land the kill headshot. Panics though is very, very low because of it. Doesn't seem too aware of where it came from. No one seems to have turned to pay attention to Eunice's location anymore. I guess they must have expected it to be at the bottom of the stairs or something. Now the smoke coming this way, so they do know. Ash smoking him out. Or flashbanging him out. What was it you threw, enemy? Smokes threw them this way, and they went downstairs, but Wilkie taken out quick and easy. Wilkie takes him out quick and easy with a shotgun. Panic's now still at the top floor, very low. LM's here as well. Iger has the diffuser and will go down to Eunice with that late peek. Wilkie comes up and takes down Panic's. Only 2 members left up. It's Meepy and LM's. Meepy coming from the meeting room with iron sights on his L85 is looking for Eunice, but again just misses him. Eunice peeking around at just a weird time in the kitchen. Why? Looking for him. LM's finds Eunice, takes him down thanks to that face shield. LM's already very, very low. Wilkie will go down on the stairs as well. Not sure Meepy actually realizes he landed that shot, goes to flashbang down instead. Heads on down, sees Wilkie prone in the corner. Can't actually finish him off, he gets to safety. LM's now looking to come down. He's got that shield in his face, he's going to try and peek the corridor. We'll see Bouncy, but coming down prone means it's still a spot for him to be seen, and he's already so low. The job is done. Flashbang completely screwed up by Meepy. It's a nice attempt, makes it blow faster when he gets down through the hole. But he's going to fall straight into Bouncy's fire. And the double kill rounds it out for Sisu. I like that flashbang though.
Yeah, no, it's a very cool flashbang. The again though, for some reason SearchOrga just does not seem to give Eunice the attention that he needs. I mean, the second he was shot at, the second sledge was shot at, they just kind of said, well, he stopped shooting, so let's continue the push. I
thought Ash had smoked off the doorway too, and no, actually
right, no, he was just flashing downstairs and going. So, I mean, they still had over a minute 30 on the clock, I believe, or around a minute 15 or so. And still enough time to go make a coordinated push and get rid of him. But sort of just said, well, you know, he's around. Which just splits their attention so much, so deeply.
Enemy now with their defense of the basement as well. A couple of spread out reinforcements. They have done this wall. The one we were talking about earlier on, don't necessarily agree with. Also this one here from the kitchen, which is interesting. See what makes use of that. Only done the one trapdoor in the meeting room towards downstairs. And I'm sealing up the kitchen as well.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Well, we'll wait and see who they leave upstairs. Right now it's just enemy with a shotgun in the attic of the meeting room. We're going to break this trapdoor eventually. There we go. Force hanging around. So 2 shotguns in the meeting hall.
Activating camera. Drone activated.
Bomb located by attackers.
Back tower on the stairs. LM's is trading fire with Eunice here in the red corridor towards construction, but Eunice is the only man here. The rest of his team is pushing elsewhere. He's just keeping them busy with his quick push in. KTO is inside the lobby taking shots at the bout cameras that are in there. LM's has backed away to safety. Now that he's been drawn down by Eunice and he's still watching that corner. Doesn't, however, realize there's a second man on the stairs to his right. Sprays through the wall. LM sprays through the wall at the next.
Both of those sprays were perfect.
Yeah.
Just that was 2 very accurate sprays.
Meepy takes him down though when he's on the reload. I wasn't aware of the next man there. Wilkie takes a couple of shots from the man in the meeting hall and, well, down he goes. And the man in the meeting hall stays standing too. It's Iger and he's taking down 2. He's got Protex to deal with now, but will be downed. Protex can't seal him off though. Enemy looking through that hole. Will now stop to think about picking up Iger. Meepy's come up to join them. Will dock him if he stops crawling away. There we go. Tiger up, enemy now here. Protects the last man standing is outside the main entrance. He's looking for all these people that he knows is in the meeting room. This is going to be SearchOrga's round though. He's going to do something absolutely huge to pick up these 5 kills. Comes into the classroom. Doesn't quite see how he get through that hole. Meepy on the right hand side. Meepy peeks around just to see head low. Meepy grabs one, but up the stairs comes LMs. And it is a trade kill. Back to SearchOrga for round number 5.
That was, so that's why they reinforced it. They wanted to just play the full-on roamer game, which worked great for them that run. Again, that's that gamble of had Sisu decided, oh, let's just rush the crap out of B, they would have handed the bombs.
That's the thing, I don't think that would have worked.
You don't think so?
Because you had Meepy on the stairs for the back tunnel, then you had LMs in the B bomb site itself. So you had 2 very heavy armor you'd have had to displace before they came down.
That's true.
Plus you then had the drop down from
that
meeting
they opened up
with Iger was sitting right on top of.
Yeah.
So if they had tried to rush B, those 3 players at the very least would have still been able to cover it and hold it.
Right. No, that's
while there. But they were also set up in such a way that because they didn't push that in, they pushed A. Those 3 then roamers, the 2 in the meeting hall, and then Meepy that was on the back stairs, technically covering B, but on the meeting hall, can still then become a roamer and flank.
Exactly.
So yeah, I actually really liked that defensive setup from SearchOrga because it didn't leave such a glaring hole like so many other heavy roamers we've seen.
Right, because I mean, what's the point of playing the defense down in A when you know once that trapdoor is open, you're not really defending anything. You're just waiting to get picked off. You're going to get flashbanged, you're going to get smoked, you're going to get grenaded, or you're just going to get shot in the face from an angle that sucks to shoot back at.
Attackers have recovered the
So
diffuser. Attackers must locate
it's a great setup.
the bomb.
It's playing the meeting hall and reinforcing it and opening what you need to, but giving you defense down into B while allowing you to push A from just the top floor, which is, because this is a big map but such small rooms, I mean, just playing the gunfights game over on the top side of A is almost defender favored. Shotguns are brutal there. SMGs are still extremely effective. ACOGs are not that useful.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Perfect. He saw him on the ground
Blackbeard.
level on this camera. He saw that he was rappelling up. Eunice grabs panics too, thanks to the fact that this same camera's there. But he sees Blackbeard on the floor rappelling up. He's alright, I'm going to preset my C4 at this window, and as soon as Blackbeard came across to punch a hole in it, boom, sets it off, free kill. Also then fed that info about panics across to Eunice to get that kill, and because he's on the same camera, he can see the man rappelling around and running on the roof, which allows Eunice to get up here, and he's now technically above the man on the roof that is Meepy.
Valkyrie too strong.
He turns on inside and sees that it is close by clear, but it's still not up top. Nancy checking a couple more. Tunis is unsure. Here's the camera check again. He's going to wait for the info. Meepy has to get back across the rest of the roof before he can be seen. But he's got to be heard now. Once again, running the iron-sighted L85. Still no idea why.
Don't like it. Do not. But if he does,
Camera. There we go. Here's the window above him. Braken is scared of it now because of Eunice. Wanted to reveal himself. The rest of his team, Iger is being held out by chain smoke grenades here in the master bedroom. Enemy is also in there with him. He's incredibly cautious of Eunice being in this tower. We'll throw a flashbang or 2 in. Does get Eunice perfectly. But it's just enough to keep him in.
Reloading! Cover me!
Now playing very close to this wall because he knows if he steps too far out, he's going to get grabbed. Wookie takes down enemy. Next man's going to peek up just as Iger looks away from that doorway. And the final man standing is going to be Meepy. He's now watching the attic window, heads on across to this connector window. Bouncy going to sprint through the gap as he sees him on the camera. Tags him, but doesn't take him down. I know exactly where he is now. Eunice is going to peek out from behind. Smoke grenade actually blocked Eunice's vision. In he comes, right next to Protax. Free kill. Wilkie gets it with C4. And C2 win themselves another round to put themselves comfortably on map point.
just a lot of good intel plays that round. The Valkyrie camera was extremely effective. Yeah. Which again makes me feel that 4 might be a bit much.
Yeah.
4 cameras. It may be something that as they play out and players get used to it, 4 might be fine just because there's just a finite amount of spots that they're both useful and players won't find them.
Attackers need to locate and
So maybe as
defuse
players
bombs
start
if
just
they
getting
can.
used to where they're going to be, then arguably it might be okay.
But I also have never seen anyone put a camera in quite that spot before, so
Right.
it's not so much getting used to it as the finding them. The only team I've seen so far running around with an IQ just outside with the camera up, just scanning around while they make way is Sisu.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel like it's that much of a challenge for anyone to do. Like, she's not a bad operator anymore.
No, it's especially too. I haven't seen any of the teams seem to realize that when you scope in, when you ADS with it, it covers a lot more, a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I know people are probably just thinking, oh, field of view. If I don't scope in, it's less field, or it's more field of view, so I can just see them faster. But your screen, it covers the whole face, and you can just kind of see everything in front of
Everything you see is
Is
scanned.
detected. Yeah.
Not just that small square that you're looking at. So I get pre-breaking the bottom of that window in the top floor. Eunice, though, heard it, so they know there's a man in there now. He'll make his way into the armory, quickly take out their camera, and then start making some holes into the floor by the door. I almost walks into that one. He's in the hallway. Now heads back in the room, and there we go. Eunice snaps straight to him. Easy kill. Waiting there patiently, knowing to expect it. He does take a shotgun blast, but it's not enough to finish him.
Drone activated.
To knock out a roamer like Pulse that early on, well worth taking that damage, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not, sorry, not Pulse, but Valkyrie.
Checking a couple of his own cameras. EP sitting here in the walk-in wardrobe, waiting for the man to push the balcony. LM's holding this far corridor, but with 2 minutes left on the clock and Valkyrie already dead, Sisu can afford to slow things down a little way, and they are doing just that. 2 men pushing through the attic now. Okay, I need to crack a couple of holes open. Tex blows it open and then go and rejoin elsewhere. Bouncy just watching through the window for any movement, someone that might have run away once that door gets blown open. But it's empty. No one from SearchOrga in there this time. Inside these windows. Bouncy can rappel on up. Well, this castle they're waiting. LMs has been downed in the corridor, and now Bouncy realizes he can't do anything about it.
Bomb located by attackers.
There we go. Drone will inform Eunice that he has downed LMs through this gap, and another breach charge will kill him. Bouncy takes a burst of damage to the face thanks to the shotgun that's hiding there inside him when he opens that window up. Panics though, didn't get the C4 off in time to secure the kill, and now both Bouncy and Eunice have very low health. Meepy still hiding in this walk-in wardrobe, has a good sideline in towards the A bomb itself. Still plenty of places that can be planted in there without him seeing it, as Eunice has finally been downed by Panics. Throws a smoke at himself, but can't down him. Off 50 seconds now, an enemy, and Meepy still just holding firm. Eunice is down here, right next to enemy, in that frost trap. Enemy's just waiting for him to come, waiting for someone to come and support him. Bouncy though takes down Panics and is now 2v2. Pair of them both have shotguns, and the plant is going down inside A. Wookiee's in the stairwell, does get downed with Meepy's shots there.
Attackers are activated.
Shotgun through the floor is just a little bit too slow from enemy. He finishes the downed Wookiee off on the stairs, but still got to find 3 now. He's not actually in the right spot for that spray through the floor either. In through the window he goes, and shocker enough, Sisu flatten him down and secure map number 2, and ultimately a point each here coming out of this map. 5 rounds to 2.